You can say hello to YouTube. Hello, YouTube. How's it going? My name is Bruno. As usual, I'm here, and today I will be your host, right? And we're gonna discuss today a really interesting topic, as usual. But for me, this topic is something that I love to discuss. That is language learning, a life change, right? I think that we all are. Let me see. Sorry, guys. I was listening me twice. I don't know if it happened to you, but with me happened here. So, anyways, so this topic is good because I always like to listen and to discuss about this thing, learning a language. For me, it's amazing. And everyone has a own everyone have a one way to learn it. And I'd like to know how is it for you, right? And not just about learning thing, but how it can change your life. How it have been changing your life. So it's really nice to discuss. And I send you the questions uh, on the chat, right? And I will just explain really quickly about Talking Talk. Talking Talk is a platform for communication, right? So if you want to improve your communication, your speaking skills, you can come here and you will find this amazing environment with amazing people as we are here right now. And the platform was created in 2016, and since then the platform is growing and growing. Right here, I'm not in a position to judge you. Nobody will judge you here, right? We are here to practicing our speaking skills, to learn with one another, and to have fun. That's uh, these are the rules that I usually say here. And basically that's it. So in order to make sure that the conversation will be really good for everyone, I'm gonna split you in small rooms, guys. Okay, and then like 10 or 5 minutes before the end, I'm gonna bring you back to know about your experience, right? And what else? I think that's all, right? Let me just create the small rooms here, and then we're gonna start the immersion, right? While I'm creating the small rooms, I will present myself. So my name is Bruno, guys. As I already said, I'm 34 years old. I'm married. I live in Sun City, born and raised here, and I am a Palmeiras supporter, right? So don't judge me. I love to play soccer as Mr. Jefferson. And what else? Even though I am not so good, right? I always try to do my best. And what else? Uh, I am trying to learn Spanish, right? I'm doing my best. And yeah, basically that's it. So it's always good to practice English, and Spanish also and learn, a lot. I think that it's one of the essentials, for life. So basically that's it. Guys, I already create these small rooms. I'm gonna split you right now. And that's it. I see you soon, right? So here you go, guys. That's it. So if you receive the invitation, just click on the button and see you, right? So people are going, and we gonna be just us here. Let me see. Yeah, that's it, my friends. So if you are here with me, it means that you're gonna be in the main room. So I'm gonna start here with the one of the amazest hosts here, that is Rosalia. Rosalia, good morning, my friend.
Morning,
How are
everybody.
you?
Thank you. Sorry for my lady. I was in
No, no,
Italy.
no.
Italian class that I'm a little late. Yeah, I
No, no
finished then.
worries.
I gonna. Okay, guys, I'm
Nice.
Rosalia. I'm 56 years old. I live in Joinville, Santa Catarina. I'm married. I have two children. Today, I'm able to participate in this immersion because my husband go a little bit go away a little bit
Mm-hmm.
to run. Then I'm more free to participate it because in the Saturday is so difficult. Then I am able to participate in it today. And yeah,
Nice.
I think so. Is that? Thank you.
Nice. It's a for me it's a really nice thing to have you here. You know, for a long time we didn't talk with one another, and it's always good to have you here. Your presence here make
Thank
the
you.
conversation brighter. You know, so thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And Eder, your turn. The stage is yours, my friend. Present yourself.
Yeah, perfect morning, everyone. I'm Eder. I live in Belo Horizonte. I am married. I have three daughters, and I work with cybersecurity. And my I in my free time I like old cars, and I have one old car, and I'm my favorite thing at weekends it's driving my daughters in my old car. And for exercise, I like ride a bike. Today I did I ride for 25 kilometers today for this class. And I I am learning English, and I am seeing my progress here in Talk and Talk. And I think Talk and Talk it's good for me because I was very shy to speak in English. And uh, today I cannot speak very well, but I can speak. It's good because it's a good start, and I think it's all about.
Nice, nice, my friend. Nice to hear that. Yeah, when it comes to speaking, I think that uh, all of us passed through this, like when we want to speak something, but we can't speak because we are shy, because we don't have enough vocabulary. So we always pass through this, but the important thing is not give up, right? So
Yeah.
really good words, man. Nice to hear that. Thanks for sharing. So as Mr. Jefferson is out for a while, let's start the immersion, right? So guys, let me see here. The um, first question is present yourself. The second one, how do you feel when you are speaking another language? I would like to start with Rosalia. Rosalia, tell me, how do you feel about it?
At the beginning, it's so difficult, but nowadays I feel more comfortable because I'm trying to speak three languages. Then it's so easy for me. Depend of the language, of course, because when I'm speaking English, that I need to give my opinion is a little difficult. Depend of the subject, of course. But when I am speaking Italian, for example, it's more comfortable because it's more semi-Portuguese and the
Mhm.
Spanish too, then it's easier to give more the right opinion. Then I feel important when I can speak another languages, I can understand another people, especially when you are traveling. When I'm at the airport, I like to stay a little close. The people are speaking another language, trying to understand what they are speaking. Then my husband and my children says, "What you are saying? Nothing. I'm trying to understand.
Mhm.
Only trying to understand what they are speaking. They are fight sometimes. Then I wanted to know why they are fighting. Yeah,
Nice.
but I feel so different to understand another people. It's so interesting.
Nice, nice to hear
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's always good to listen, you know, what people are saying. And
I understand.
if your partner don't know about it, you can make a gossip, something like that, not a gossip, but a comment, really nice, Rosalia. Thanks for sharing. And you, Mr. Jeff, so who are you? And I would like to listen from you about to hear from you about the question number two also. How do you feel when you are speaking another language? The stage is yours, my friend. Please feel free.
Okay, I'm just a little boy, just a little boy from Goiânia, Goiás. I used to say the best city of Brazil because I live here with my family and my friends, and I love where I live. I'm economist, professor of Catholic University of Goiás. Uh, I can give my age away. I really don't know what's my age now. I have two daughters, three dogs, two birds, and a lot of plants. And I love to water my plants to relax. And how I feel when I'm speaking another language, I feel very different. Sometimes liberating. For example, when I speak in English, I love to speak English. Sometimes not so easy. It depends who you're talking to. When I talk
Yeah.
with Canadian and American guy, it's okay. But when I talk with Indian, I have been and Chinese, I have been in China. It's terrible. And India too, it's terrible to understand. It's not so easy. When I speak Spanish, I love Spanish because I think it's part of my heart. I love to talk. Sometimes I used to talk with some guys from Colombia, Venezuela, and Argentina. And I love to talk with them. It's something amazing. As Rosalinda told, is like to talk to a brother because the language.
Yeah.
And what else? I think it's important too. You adapt to new information. It's
Yeah.
it's very funny when you have new culture, new way to speak, new way to express, new way to talk to. So just to finish, there is a sense of accomplishment. There's a sense of cognitive flexibility with the other person or with another language because of diversity and adaptability that you must make every day or every time you talk with another person.
Yeah. Yeah. Really nice words. And yeah, I think that everyone feel a kind of special when this person or people are speaking in another language because it's something not so common, right? Mainly in Brazil, when we see that most of the people, I believe that 95% of the people don't speak English or English as a base, right? But there are other languages that people don't speak. Recently, just a curiosity, I received the information that here in Santos, like there are like few people that speak English, not so much. Like from 10 people, like two people speaking English here, like something like that. Spanish, forget about. People don't speak it at all. Like even though we have countries around Brazil, here, at least here in Santos, it's just a few people that speak Spanish and English. So it's just to let you know how hard. I don't know, not hard. It's not hard, but how important is to know, another language. How difficult is for people, learn another language. I don't know why. Like now we have technology, but there are other uh, stuffs or other matters that make people don't speak another language, So we are going to discuss about it during the immersion. But thanks for sharing, Mr. Jefferson. Really nice to hear your experience and your multilingual uh, experience. Nice to hear that. And what about you, Mr. Ader? Tell me everything, man.
Yeah,
How do you feel?
yeah, I think completely what I'm completely agree with you are saying about the people don't learn English, and I was thinking when you are talking, I was thinking maybe because the completely fluency or proficiency in English
Mhm.
is very hard to gain, and it takes a long time to,
Yeah.
and maybe people give up in the beginning because they don't see evolution, they don't see progress, and I think because of that, it's most common to stop study and, oh, it's not for me, and I will never learn English. And for me, in the beginning, was the same. I used it to think, oh, I will give up. It's not for me. But for other
Exactly.
side, I I I use it to think, oh, I'm a poor. I'm not rich. I need to work.
Mhm.
I need to learn. If I don't learn it, uh, things can be more harder for me. It can be harder for me, and let me try again. And every day I try to speak in English, and uh, in the beginning I felt a little bit shy to speak in English because I could not to complete a regular sentence. Or I use it to uh, it's hard for me it was hard for me to express and to be understood. But now I think I am confident because I can explain something. I can be understood, and some words wrong. Sometimes I I talk, in many part of the time I talk wrong English, but okay, I can pass the message, and I am in progress. I think in 1 or 2 more years I would be better, and because of that I try to talk a little bit every day.
Nice, man. Nice words. Like really nice words. And I totally agree with you because in the beginning is the I think that beginning is one of the hardest part of this process because, for example, there is in a phrase that I use with my friends, this week about when you begin something like this, like learning a new language, is like the beginning you are like a soda can, if you mix it and you open it, like, you know all the liquid will flow away, and that is the beginning. This is the beginning. The beginning is like this: you are so excited, you are so motivated to learn a new language, but during the time, along the way, you will feel like you start to feel a little bit more lazy, not so motivated as the beginning, and you will start to fight with yourself, and you will start to make questions. I think that maybe is it it not for me? Like, I think that I'm dumb, something like that, because I already thought about it, I already had this kind of thoughts, and for me it was like several times I thought to give up, like forget about, but then I realized that, for example, okay, if I give up, what I gonna do? What I can do to improve my life, right? What are the benefits to keep doing it or not? So, and what is the big why that make me keep going? So I decided to to keep going, and like for me was amazing because here I am, with you, changing these experiences, and having fun with these amazing people. So for me, it's something special. And I would not be able to do this if I didn't continue, in the past. So, like, if you are watching this right now, and if you are passing through some issues regarding this matter, don't give up. Just keep going. It will be worth in the future. I promise you. Right? So that's it, guys. Thanks for sharing it, Ed. Aider. Oh my God, Aider. So,
Yeah,
guys,
Eder. It's in
let's
Portuguese is
add
Eder, but when I was in
Eder.
United States, I for a reservation in a table in a restaurant, I talked to the waiter. Oh, you can put a either. Yeah, they
Aider.
and he writes the right way.
Oh,
EDR. Either.
Or
Yeah,
eater.
yeah, I talked
Aider.
either,
Eater.
either, yeah, and he
Did you?
writes the right way.
Nice, nice. Thanks for
Imagine
for
one
sharing, man.
so.
Yeah.
Imagine the other
Oh,
name also Zon.
yeah, my friend my friend his name is Rogério, but when he was when we are in States, always for reservation he talk. Oh, my name is Roger. Only for reservations, no
Roger.
problem. Roger. No, because if
Yeah.
he talk Rogério, oh, how can I
They,
write?
yeah, they
Roger.
couldn't
My name is
pronounce
Roger.
it for sure.
Mm.
Nice, man. Thanks for sharing. And guys, let me ask you something. What are the plans using this knowledge that you are acquiring from learning a new language? Rosalia, tell me everything.
Even I don't have plans to use it to work the job because I'm not looking for a job. I use this knowledge only to travel, to use for to meet new people, for make the conversation here the best way because I'm trying to be more comfortable when I am trying to speak because depend of the day how as you said, it's difficult because you feel your language is stuck. Then you feel, oh my gosh, I want to give up. I want to stop for a little because I'm so tired. But it's normal because you feel a little frustrated. Sometimes you feel, but it's not because plans can fails. Then it's okay. You need to be continual. But I want to use only for that to know new culture because I love to take some tests in English in another language. Then I can read, I can understand what I write there. Then I am used for that. Then nowadays I'm trying to improve more because when I'm watch some videos, I always put in another languages because I think if I watch this movie or the series in Portuguese, I'm only lost my time. Then I put in other languages, even with subtitle, because depend of the accent is difficult to understand. Then put in the other languages, and I use this time to learn a little bit more. Then yeah, I'm used for this for watch some videos, some. Then I'm used some when I'm following some series, then as I am studying Spanish, English, Italian, then I put one chapter in English, in another I change for Italian, in another I changed for Spanish. Then when my son passed, when I am watching, Mom, another language. Then after, Mom, Italian now. Oh, Mom, now English. Okay, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to learn. Then I put for this. It's amazing. That's it.
Nice, really nice, Rosalia. And I do the same here. Like sometimes I'm listening something in English and then I switch to Spanish and I keep doing it all day long, you know. My girls and my little boy is a baby, so for him it's all party, right? But for my two girls here at home, my wife and my daughter, they go crazy with me because I do it like all day long, you know. And I think that's a good way to bring the environment, you know, the international environment, something like that, you know, from your home to your home, you know, because we don't have like the, at least me, my talking about me, you know, I didn't have yet the opportunity to go abroad. So if you make your environment something that you find like another country, you know, an English country or maybe a Spanish one, it will be better to training your listening, all your skills, you know, and make your learning going like higher. You will progress, you know. So basically that's it. Nice to hear that, Rosalia. Thanks for sharing. And what about you, Mr. Jefferson? What are the plans using your all this knowledge that you have?
I'm listening to Rosalia. I have a nephew, Sobrinho. When here with me here, he used to talk to my wife. Jefferson is getting crazy. He's watching some series in English, sometimes in Spanish, sometimes in French, and just few in Italy. Né? Buongiorno, some words that I know from Italy. But just to say, come on, Jefferson is getting crazy. I really don't know who is. How can we understand all kind of language? But I read a book recent. I don't remember the name now in Portuguese. It's very interesting. Where you can improve your knowledge, your cognitive capacity when you study more than one language. And the book suggests four languages to be good. I used to say, okay, it's so good. I will try, but sometimes not so easy. But answer the question from economic perspective. I, I not just plan, but I use a lot. Conducting research in international contests and collaborated with my friends, my colleagues, with my economists, and engaged. I have a group from WhatsApp that engage a lot in multilingual policy discussions about a lot of subjects, a lot of subjects, and sometimes, as I said, I used to watch series, and every day I used to read a newspaper, especially in English. In English, Financial Times, for example, and some two or three journals from economics. I used to read every day. I think this is so good because it's open to new markets and economic opportunities that were previously inaccessible if you can't read in another language. I can listen your beautiful voice.
Yeah, I was muted here. Yeah. Thanks for the compliment, my friend. Nice to hear that. Yeah, I think that we need to have some plans to use it, you know, but and everyone has some somehow has a plan, you know. For example, Rosalia use it for travel, you use it for your field, you know, economic field. So that's a good way to use it. Nice, nice, Mr. Jefferson. Thanks for sharing. And you, Eder, is it right now?
Yeah, Eder, yes. Uh,
Nice.
my mainly purpose is professional purpose. Uh, I want to get a job in abroad Brazil. I like to work from home, and here in Brazil, most part of the company is moving to the hybrid or presidential office, in a hybrid work or work from office. And nowadays, I work from home since the pandemic, and I think it's better for me, and I want to keep this type of work. Because of that, I need to expand my opportunities, my job opportunities, and for that, I am learning English. I think it's my mainly purpose. In a sec, in other purpose, it's to talk to learning English, to watch movies and to talk with another people and other things. But in the professional purpose, I have in my actually job, I have some meetings with people from other countries. Culture, for example, at Thursday, I had uh, a meeting with Americans, Brazilian in the United States, Americans, and Indian, and how and as Jefferson said, it's very hard for me to understand Indian accent, and I use it to join at this meeting with other Brazilian guys to translate for me or to translate my what I want to talk, but today I don't need more. I can talk with uh, because because I think it's different concepts when I have a English work proficiency and I have a English to talk about all of the subjects. And when I am talking only about work, I think it's better for me because most part of the words I'm I have uh, I know more. And when I talk, for example, about feelings or about sensations, very hard because I don't know. But when I'm talking about computer, about security, about my job, it's hard. It's easy for me. So because of that, I am studying English for increase my job opportunities and uh, and I am seeing progress when I watching a movie, when I go to events in English, when I see some workshops and some courses in English, and it's it's good because I can use my English to learn more.
Nice to hear that, my friend. I think that it's really special when you start to use your English at work, you know. It's
Yeah.
something memorable, you know. You will never forget
Mhm.
it, you know. So really
Mhm.
nice to hear that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to
Learning
confess
English.
that.
Yeah, learning English.
No, please go on.
Learning English helped me to get, for example, trips for to United States, for example, to go to events. And the last month, I I had been there for uh, RSA. It's a RSA conference. Conference, the biggest conference about cybersecurity in the world. I think
Nice.
if I didn't know uh, if I didn't know English, or I would not be able to talk in English, probably I would not be there. And I think only the English can give me that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's as I as I said, I think that when I posted about this talk during this week, one of our friends here from Talking Talk, Andrea, she she wrote there, that's a really interesting talk, and English like is a doorway to achieve a lot of things, and not just English, languages in general, And I think that that's like that. When you are learning something like this, uh, we have like a lot of opportunities, and you can use it whenever you want, and uh, in all the places that you want. So for me, it's a really special thing, In my case, I feel something like a superhero, It's like it's my one of my powers, Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, it's really special. Really nice words, Eder. Thanks for sharing, man. Let's move to the next question. The conversation is flowing really well. Nice. Uh, what is the most difficult part of learning a new language? That's a good one. Rosaria, what do you think about it? What is the most difficult part for you?
I think the most difficult part is understand the grammar because you are trying to speak in
Mm-hmm.
the past, in the future, and when they start to make some confusion about this, because even in Portuguese you don't know the name of the grammar. Then you start to learn to put yourself to learn like here to make it practical. It's the best way to learn because here you don't know about the grammar, you don't thinking about this kind of things is so boring to learn to understand. But I think it's so important to know about the grammar too, because uh, even though you don't like, you need to do it, because in Spanish I've never sit down and trying to write, to speak, to learn grammar. But uh, I'm realized that I have some difficulty when I'm trying to speak, when I'm participating, because I make some confusion about the past, the future, uh, the now. That is, I think the most difficult part is learning grammar, but it's okay. It's you put in your daily day. It's gonna be easier to understand.
Yeah, for sure. And while you were talking about it, I came another question for me, like about it. Do you think that it's necessary to uh, start with the grammar thing in the
Mm.
beginning, or just like,
No,
what do you think about it?
no, at the beginning, no. At the beginning, if you put the grammar at the beginning, it can make you confuse you. Then if you
Mm-hmm.
start to learn before, learn a little bit to know how more or less how it was, then I think it's could be easier than start with the grammar. The grammar can put your your mind more confused if possible.
Yeah, it's yeah. I think that grammar is something that is necessary, but not like in the beginning. The beginning is
Yeah,
just more to understand the concept, of
yeah.
the the whole thing. For example, I will explain about the present simple, then I will explain about the
Mm,
past and the future, but just to have an idea how to use it, not to
yeah.
like memorize the rules, how you need to do it. If you don't do it,
Mm,
you're gonna be dead, something like that. No,
yeah.
I think that this learning process needs to be something enjoyable,
Yeah, I
that
trying to
make
put in my mind.
you happy.
Yeah, put in my mind like I'm trying to say some phrase, then I put in my mind, I trying to speak it, then I say, oh my gosh, it's a little weird, then it's not combined. Then I try another way, it's okay, then I will check, then okay, it's right. Then I trying to put in this way, trying to use to my mind first to to know about this phrase, what a way is better, is easier to combine more, then I try to check if I right or not. And my way
Yeah,
to
exactly.
like,
Yeah, I think that's a good way, yeah, for sure. As I said, we need to be happy and enjoy the moment, you know. And in this way that you said, I think it's better, a better way to make it uh, make it relaxed and fun, you know. That's it. Thanks for sharing, Rosalia. Really nice words. And you, Mr. Jefferson, what do you think about it? What is the most difficult part in this process?
I think is the nuances, culture nuances. I give a lot of examples. For example, now they used to short every word. Jefferson, for example, they only say Jeff. Rosalia is too big, only Rose, and so on. And I remember when I was in the United States and I asked for a McDonald's, and the guy used to say, do you want a May? Oh my gosh, what's May? May. May, it's abbreviation of mayonnaise. May. Oh, what May? Come on, guy, what's May? I don't know what's May. Something very terrible. And in this part, slang today is terrible. You have a lot
Yeah.
of
Hmm.
slang. And I remember when I have two daughters live in Canada. I was in the gym and I understood almost nothing talk with the guys. Guys like you, Bruno, too young. Only slang. Can you imagine? Imagine one slang in another in another
Yeah.
country. It's like in Brazil, tá ligado? Você que sabe, and so on. Oh my gosh, I used to say,
You know what I'm
oh,
saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
yeah, hey man, are you tuned? Yeah, I'm tuned. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, tuned too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
tuned. Terrible. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that this is it's very difficult, but it's very interesting. After 1 week, you can to know a lot of things. You can to adapt it. I think we have the capacity. When you have you know the grammar, you know a lot of words. When you know idiomatic expressions and some kinds of phrasal words, terrible phrasal verbs,
Yeah.
terrible, you can understand more what the guy are talking about.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, you said something really interesting about the slangs, about the phrasal verbs that there
Praise the
are
Lord.
like tons of it, you know. So it's really difficult to memorize everything.
Yeah.
I think that we don't need to memorize, we need just to see it. And of course, in other occasions, you will see it again. You will retain it in your brain, you know. So I don't like to, for example, there are people that like to use flashcards to memorize everything, but I don't like it. For me, it not works, you know. So I think that when you are in the environment and you are watching it or seeing it like several times, you will, in a moment, you will acquire it, you know. So, but yeah, and it's really interesting about what you said, Mr. Jefferson, that if you spend 1 week there, you will start to uh, adapt it to the environment, you know. And mainly when you have this background, like us, we can have a good communication, you know. So I think that it's just a matter of time to be used in this new environment, you know. A real one, let's say like this, you know. Nice words, Mr. Jefferson. Thanks for sharing. And you, Eddie, what do you think, man? What is
Yeah.
the most
A short,
difficult part?
a short answer. Yeah, I think the phrasal verbs is very hard because I don't know what's different. Pick or pick out or pick up. It's very hard for me to
Mm-hmm.
know the phrasal verb. But correct regular grammar is hard for me too, because uh, I there are many verbal tenses, and it's very difficult to know it. And all of the time when I studied in English, I try to memorize how tense what tense I can use. But after learning English, it's more easy. And before it was very hard, but today I can memorize better. For example, when I use had, when I use a past continuous, when I use a present perfect, is because present continuous is similar to the past. It's uh, for me, it's today it's more clear. I can use it. And I think that the two things, it's the hard one thing to learn in English. It's a phrasal verbs and a grammar.
Yeah, nice man. Yeah, grammar is one of the hardest thing I think
Yeah.
I believe, and yeah,
In Portuguese,
and
it's
the
difficult.
yeah yeah for sure. Really nice words, man. Thanks for sharing. So welcome everyone, my friends. How was the conversation for? I would like to know how was the conversation, and I will start with Mr. Wausen, right? I think that it's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
How was the
No,
conversation for you, my friend? Tell me everything.
I like so much this team. This conversation is very good. My colleagues in my room speak a lot about your opinions. I like so much this team.
Yeah, nice to hear that. And I have a question for you. I'd like to know from you, what is the most difficult part for you to learn a new language?
For me, is imposter syndrome. My mind have a big imposter syndrome, and this is very difficult to me to learn English.
Nice, man. Nice. Great point. Great point. Imposter syndrome is something terrible, right? Yeah. And we need always to be aware about it and try to put in our minds that we are capable to do anything. It's just a matter of time to get there, right? So really nice. Great point, man. Thanks for sharing. And what about you, Flavia? What do you think about it? About the immersion? How was the conversation for you? And what is the most difficult part to learn a new language?
Ah, okay. Um, the immersion was good, was great. I love it. This, I love this topic. And for me, the most difficult things about learning English is memorize new words and remember the words, the new word that I studied yesterday, for example, and to remember today. And when the word escape it of my mind, I am talking and the word escape of my mind, and oh my God, what the word? And I think this is a challenge for me. Yeah, this is the most challenge for me.
Nice. Great point. Yeah, sometimes the words were array and we need to replace it with another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it's a way to work your creativity, you know. If you forget some words, you can try to replace it or try
Yeah,
to
but
explain in another way, you know.
yeah, but we need to think fast, you know. Oh my God,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the?
To not be like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Thanks for sharing. So
Thank you.
guys, I sent you some links, you know, about the about everything, right? So the first one is about our site. So if you want to apply to another language, if you want to learn something new, you can go there, right? The second one is about our YouTube channel. If you want to watch the immersion again, you can go there, right? It's a great way to correct your mistakes and try to improve it. The third one is about our survey. Please rate us there, right? Because it's really essential for us. And me particularly, I like to hear you to see what you think. If I need to improve something about my presentation here, my immersion, I'd like to know from you guys. It's always good. And the last one is about my LinkedIn profile. If you want to be my friend there, I would be glad to have you on my LinkedIn list, right? It's always a pleasure to have people like you guys in my list, right? Because as I always say here, we are talking here in English, but in the future we can maybe be uh, uh be like we can work together, right? We can do something new, and it's a good way to improve your network list. So that's it, guys. I would like to say thank you for all of you to be here. It's a for me, it's a something special when I have people like you here. Thank you so much for coming, and I wish you a wonderful weekend. I hope to see you again in the next Saturday, right? So see ya, take care, and bye bye, my
Thank
friends.
you. Bye
Bye.
bye.